Six stories, time now 6:51.
That means it's time for a check of your weather on the ones with Storm Tracker 13 meteorologist Jay Polk.
Well, it's certainly a nice start to our morning, John and Brittany. No question about that. We are going to see very nice conditions by the end of the day, too. Some places are chilly. Some places are not quite as chilly. 21, one of those places that's not quite as chilly. That's Gobbler's Knob, Highway 287 and 385. Bit of snow on the ground. You can see that snow as you look from our camera back towards the wind turbines. They'll be getting a bit of a workout today as winds are out of the west right now, 13 miles per hour. It's always fairly windy in the southeastern corner of the state. If you headed that direction, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Buena Vista looking off to the west. A little bit of extra snow now in the Collegiate Peaks, as we have seen some snow over the past couple of days on the mountains. Not necessarily as much as fell in some areas like El Paso County, but there was still some snow nonetheless, and there will be more snow as we go through this weekend, at least chances for it. 46 your high today in the Springs, 48 in Canyon City, 52 in Pueblo. Lower to middle 40s out in the southeastern plains, 46 in Springfield, 45 in La Junta, 20s and 30s in the mountains, 22 for Gunnison, 28 the current temperature in Alamosa. As we zoom it out now to the western view to give you an idea what temperatures look like, it's pretty uniform. It's 20s just about everywhere until you get into Southern California and the desert southwest. 27 in the Springs, 28 in Casper, 24 at Salt Lake City, 20 at Albuquerque, also 20 in Kansas City. A little bit warmer in Minneapolis at this hour, 30 as they have some clouds. And yeah, there's some snow coming at them as an Alberta Clipper gets ready to make its way into the western Great Lakes. Meanwhile, our storm system from a couple of days ago dumped huge amounts of snow on Texas, now is pushing off into the deep south, which means possible travel delays in places like Atlanta as we go through this afternoon if you're flying out of the Springs or Denver. Here comes another storm system onshore in the Pacific Northwest. You're thinking, uh-oh, more rain and snow, right? Not necessarily, though, because high pressure is in charge of our weather. And that high will keep these low pressure centers from making their way towards us, moving off to the east instead of to the southeast, which means they're not moving in our direction. They'll move off to our north. So if you're heading to the north towards Wyoming and Montana, there will be some rain and snow to deal with, but not necessarily for us here in Colorado. Skycast, the projected satellite and radar, notes that high pressure is sitting over the Great Salt Lake. Part of the reason that we're not going to see too much in the way of any kind of real weather this weekend, save for a few flurries in the highest elevations in the state. 7-day forecast for the Springs. High temperatures are going to be sitting in the mid to upper 50s all the way into Wednesday. Then we see another storm system that will make its way into our region as our high pressure center breaks down. And that'll give us a chance for some rain and snow next Thursday. Pueblo 7-day forecast, lower 60s for several days running, Sunday all the way through Wednesday before it drops back into the lower 50s on Thursday. Canyon City sitting in the middle 50s on Saturday, mid to upper 50s on Sunday. As Pueblo touches 60, we'll get pretty close to it in Canyon City too. We'll actually get to 60 next Wednesday. Teller County, 7-day forecast for you. High temperatures lower to middle 40s this weekend. That gives way to near 50 degrees next Wednesday before it does begin to cool off just a bit.
All right. Sounds like a good stretch, Tom.
Beautiful weather setting up for us.
We'll take it. Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome.